What is up, guys? It's a beautiful day here in Mansfield, Ohio. We're about halfway between Cleveland and Columbus, and we're here at the Charles Mill Lake. Now, this is a huge lake, but I thought it'd be a great day, being 93 degrees, to come down and talk about the cryptid of the Charles Mill Lake monster and the cryptid orange eyes that are said to haunt this area. So I will go ahead and give you guys the story here while I walk around the lake. It's beautiful here. All right, so I'm going to start off by talking about the Charles Mill Lake monster. So this is the most famous of the two cryptids, but the stories kind of intersect. But either way, the Charles Mill Lake monster is said to be an aquatic humanoid cryptid with webbed feet, very huge and luminous green eyes. So the first and most famous sighting came on March 28th, 1959, when three friends, Denny Patterson, Wayne Armstrong, and Michael Lane, were conversing, walking around near Ruggles Road in Mansfield here, and they had come upon a creature near the Charles Mill Lake Reservoir. They said it was a 7-foot creature, bipedal, aquatic looking humanoid, and they said he was armless and possibly missing a leg too, although it could have just been that the legs were underneath the water still when they saw it. But either way, that is the first encounter. In 1985, Loren Coleman, who studies cryptozoology, published a book titled Curious Encounters. In the book, Coleman detailed the 1959 sighting, but also noted the 1963 sighting that often gets entangled with the legend of orange eyes. The main differences between the Charles Mill Lake monster and orange eyes is that orange eyes is said to be hairy and boasting luminous orange eyes, not green eyes. Many people believe that the monster was all too real, but other people believe that it was just a prankster putting bicycle reflectors over his eyes in the water. Orange Eyes has been said to be driven out of a sewer tunnel near a Cleveland cemetery and got pushed all the way down here to north central Ohio. Orange Eyes had multiple sightings in 1963, 1968, and the most recent and final in 1991. People who saw the Charles Mill Lake monster, on the other hand, have said that they saw webbed, creature-like footprints in the mud surrounding the lake, so that's why you see me looking all around at the dirt here, seeing if I can see any humanoid footprints. No footprints, but this definitely was kind of a creepy hike because there was nobody else here. I'm gonna take a little walk to see if I can get some extra views, some like good over the cliff views of the lake. I'm glad I did this. I almost missed like a little cutoff in the trail, and it led all the way down to here with a beautiful view. Here, I'll come down here, of the marina. Let's see. Pretty decent. So again, circling back to the book by Loren Coleman, he said in the book that he came out to the Charles Mill Marina here and the lake and took the same walks and steps that I am, and said that honestly this is a perfect, ideal place for these kind of cryptids to hang out. Primarily due to the lake's swampy affinities and the numerous hidden hideaway spots on the sides of the lake. So across the street from the park, there's also like another really good area. This is like a really good area for fishing, like another little marina behind me, just with other really good views of the lake. So according to a Richland Source web article, I found that Bob Schradley, the owner of the marina here and the Pleasant Hill Marina, says that he doesn't hear too many locals ever really talking about either of the cryptids, but he also noted that the incidents occurred way before his tenure began, and that the story seemed to fade over the years, but has gotten some sort of a renaissance revival due to online content creators. So one of the main reasons for me even coming down to Mansfield in the first place is Kroger exclusively released these retro Diet Cherry Cokes, like the 80s cans, and I had to get them. The closest Kroger for me in Cleveland is Mansfield, so I had to come down and grab it. But I always love when I have to go a far ways for something, especially something as stupid as this, but it's cool. I mean, I'm not saying it's stupid. I wanted it so bad. But I always like to do other things, and I knew this was on my bucket list of places to see with like creepy cryptids. So I'm glad I could come here and learn a little bit and research about it and share it with you guys. So now we're gonna crack open a DCC. Ooh, that is yummy. All right, see you guys in the next one.